Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I got a Chroma Console over the weekend from Craigslist, probably my favorite place to get gear. And I have been using it a lot with my XY because I don't want to say I'm like, joining a band or anything like that, but I will say that I'm trying to start kind of a band with somebody. And so that's been kind of influencing what I've been doing here. And so I've made the Chroma Console kind of like my go-to outboard effects. So I'll just talk a little bit about how I've got that set up, and then we'll play with it a bit more. I'm starting off with a beat. I already have the drums going here, so it sounds well. And actually, let me mute this bass line because I'm almost definitely going to change it. So, oops, let me. So that's what I've got so far, and that's just two drum tracks. It's track 1 and track 2, and they're both sending to a bit of reverb. And the first track, which has the snares and the hi-hats, is also sending to the delay. And this is just another snare. Maybe I should add another kick here too. Oh, my poor cat. Let's pull up. Oh, shit. Can you hear me? You probably can't hear me now, can you? That's just generally unfortunate. Oh, okay. So you can. Oh, well, that's super confusing. Okay, Thanks for the heads up on that, though. Okay, so I'm hearing it on my end. Why is this not routing through? Oh, this is so fun. Oh, here we go. I think I've got it figured out. You should be able to hear it now. Oh, crap, I meant to go here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start trying to figure out, let's see what we want to do with the synths. So right now I have this bass line, but I don't know that I'm going to keep it. It sounds like this. You may not be able to hear it if you don't have headphones. And so that's kind of neat, but what I'll do for now is I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it and then clear it. I don't know if that's necessary, but I want to have the same instrument just in case. What am I talking about? I don't want the same instrument. What am I doing? Okay, so let's change this instrument to, maybe we'll keep that as the bass, and I'll just go to track 8 and use that as the keys, kind of like on OPZ. Okay, so let's take this. And I'm going to send it to the Chroma Console. So I have this routed where I've got my multi-out set to audio. That's routing over to the Chroma Console. And then the Chroma Console is sending output back here. So the issue is that every single time I'm going to have to go back here and turn this back on. We can hear all the wild stuff that's been, I guess, repeating there. Let's bypass that for a sec. Okay, yeah. I wonder what's bouncing around so much in it. That's kind of cool, though. All right, well, what I'm going to do here... Oh, I know what's bouncing around. It is the... it's the ground loop. That's what I'm hearing so much of. So let's send this piano out there. And let me just turn down the volume of some of these effects. See if that might be part of the issue I'm going through. Yep. Okay. And we'll just do that. Then we'll make the mix full. And let's start actually adding some stuff. So I've liked the doubler a lot lately, so I'll be doing that. So let's start here. We got... And what if I double it? So I'll just tap this on. Still getting used to it. Let's make the amount a lot. I do still hear it in the mix, I think, so I'm going to change level to 0, so we're only going to hear it through the Chroma Console now. Right? We're only going to hear it through the Chroma Console, maybe? Oh, I did it backward. I think I want mix at 0 and level all the way up. So I did that backward. I was thinking they actually show you. So they've got what's coming in, and they've got an icon here showing you that it's going to like the main out, I think. Do I get any unwanted noise or buzz from the jack input in the... I'm getting a bit of buzz right now because I have this connected through USB for Midi, and that's going to make it so that there's a bit of ground noise, but I haven't noticed it being that bad, so that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, sorry. Not to sound like callous, but like, you know, I'm not able to troubleshoot that right now, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see if we just like play 2 chords. I don't know what it is. I keep playing C minor 7 a ton, and I keep playing like A major and stuff like that. So I'll just roll with that. Why question it? And we'll just do those. I actually don't like that much. Okay, well, you know what? I liked it more before, so I'm going to instead just go ahead and take those off, and we'll just add them back here. Oh, that's why it's a 7th. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. And let's slow it down a bit. Is it not applying this beforehand? Interesting. That's really surprising to me. So let me turn that off of the... I'm just going to reverse it now, so we're only going to hear that internal engine. Yeah, okay, so I didn't realize... Yeah, what's going on here? Is the console working on all tracks, or can I select what gets the effects? Thanks. Great question. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to open up that external track, track 5, the aux track 5, and I'm going to turn up the level and turn down the mix. This is probably what I was screwing up before. Was I even sending it out? Yes, I was. Okay, so you can control what's getting sent out by hitting M2 when you're on aux track 5, and then you're able to control the volume of all of these as they're being sent out the multi-out. And another way that you could do it is you could open up the instrument, and then you just go to page 3, which is where it's got all these sends, and that very first one is the aux out send. Good point, though, about the velocity maybe mapped to something. Okay, or maybe it just thinks it's really, those notes are very, very, that seems wrong. Like, I don't know. That just seems, I don't know, maybe I'm just being, yeah, okay, I can check if it's mapped to it, but I don't know that I've got velocity off right now, but that's a good point. So velocity is targeting filter 1. Smart, smart, smart. Good point. Amazing. And here I was being skeptical before even trying it. How rude of me. Thank you, Shallow Wave. So let's get back to it then. Let's go and do that. Okay, and so this is being sent out really loudly, so let me make it quieter. And then let's turn up the diffusion, and let's put space there. And from here I can go back. I can go back to aux track 5, and I'm actually going to go ahead now and I'll turn the level down a little bit, but I'm also going to have it so the incoming audio is routed to the OPXY's effects. So I went to page M3, and now I'm going to go ahead and change it so it's going to FX2, which is my reverb. Now, one thing I'm kind of curious about is, can I parameter lock the aux send? And I think you can. You just have to have several fingers available to do so. But I'm not positive on that. So it'd be interesting to start here and, oops, not what I meant to do. Start here and see if I can make that doesn't send at all. Then maybe make this one send full volume. So I might just keep that menu up the whole time to see what's going on with it, but okay, so cool. Let's also add in an FX1 send. Let's turn the high pass on. Okay, so this is, let's just offset this a bit because why not? So I'll copy that. That's not what I meant. I thought I copied it successfully. Guess not. Why not? Yes, it is possible to send MIDI to the console. Let's just do that. Why not? Because I'm just screwing around. But let's make sure that it's only applying that parameter lock, which is going to make it so it doesn't send to the console. Oops. Oh my god. I keep making these mistakes. Amazing. So I'm just going to send this, hold it down. Hold down Shift, and I'm going to make it so it doesn't send at all, but that's only going to happen every second time. I think I might also do some stuff with the tape track. So let's talk about sending MIDI to the Chroma Console. So even though I have this set up here, well, actually, let's just save this one. So can I even remember? I think I just do that. And then let's save it to, I think this would be 61. And the reason why I'm making a mental note of that is because I'm going to have the MIDI track here send to channel, did I do 13 for Chroma Console? I think so. I'm going to have it, as I change the program, you're going to see it change these lights because it's loading up different patterns. And so I'm actually going to go all the way to 61, which is where I saved that one. So that's obviously like the most basic, is just loading up presets. But I'm also going to mess around with like actually sending stuff to it. I haven't made a full template yet, but let's load a MIDI. Let's go ahead and load a MIDI engine and make it channel 13, which is just something I set on my own for the record. Oh my gosh, what are the MIDI oh, come on. I thought I had the manual right here. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and quickly and very discreetly and super fast pull up the menu. Oh, wait, pull up the menu, unless I may have actually saved it as a snapshot that we can try. Oh, let's try it. So Chroma 1. Oh, no, yeah, so this should be okay. And so this is just controlling this first one right now. So you would basically have to make each of these, because you only, gosh, what am I trying to say? You only have 8 CCs that you can assign right now. And so that's a little bit tricky. And I've got it set up right now where each of these just represents like a module, if that makes any sense. So like this is like just for the character module. So I'll just disable the others for now. I love that hissing sound. No, I don't. But here, I can start to change what type of character it is. So I'm going to go up, and then once I get to the top, it'll be off. So if I wanted this to just be just straight up drive, we've got that. And I don't remember exactly what I mapped everything to. Oh, what? Okay, so here's a trick that I've kind of learned. I'm going to link this track to a track that makes noise and sends out. So now I at least can hear like what's happening. Oh, I think this might... I'll be honest, there's been a lot of issues saving MIDI presets. There's been a lot of... I've seen the CC values, or the CCs that it's sending to, literally change so after I've saved it. So that's a bit unfortunate. Let's see if that's still happening, though. So that says what? 63? Okay, it still says 63, so that's nice of it. But where I'm going with this is just that, yeah, it's a little bit tricky to set up from here. I was hoping to really have more control of it, but instead I think I'm going to be using the Chroma Console generally as a, or I'm going to use the XY to load presets from the Chroma Console instead of sequencing changes. But, you know, we absolutely could, so why not? Let's start 0 and make it go up to all the way. And we'll have it do that over the course of 2 bars. And we will smooth it out. Okay, let's do that differently then. Let's make that repeat more frequently. Okay, so that didn't have the effect I had expected, but that's fine. I'll just do the same thing with all the parameters. Why not? That sounds fun, right? Okay. Let me actually clear the parameters on here. Oops, because I think I forgot that I had done that. That was not my smartest move there. Okay, yeah, there we go. God. Yeah, that was just me being stupid and forgetting what I did. And if I wanted to, something I hadn't really thought of before is let's put an LFO that goes relatively fast, and let's put it to CC16, which is going to control which effect the first module is. And so I'm going to attach it to, I'm going to pull up the LFO, and I'm going to, oh boy, when you say CC2, page 1 and page 2, that makes sense. Okay, so that is where I want to be, right there. Cool. And I'm going to make this a, like I said, it's going to do a lot. Go all the way up. And we're going to really just, I'm sorry to the Chroma Console. This is not what it's meant to be doing, but that's okay. Okay, it's not doing what I had thought it might. Interesting. Oh, is this not on the right channel? No, it is on the right channel. Huh. Because I guess my thought was that, did it stop sending things out? Did something go wrong? Because that sure seems like it's not sending anything out anymore. Let's try to do a program change and see what happens. Yeah, so something went wrong here. It has stopped sending it out. Okay, cool. So this is what I actually expected. So we can see that this is applying it and turning it on and off, basically turning this module on and off. I can control which one it is by increasing this. Oh, but then as it goes back down, it returns to a different value. That's interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to make that just 2 pages, and I'm also going to turn off clear the parameters here so that way we don't have it increasing the whole time. I'll just have the amount be controlled here. Unless it's sending more out sneakily. Oh, and let's make it square. I meant to do that earlier. I think that's it. Yeah. Or I could do this the other way around, actually. I'm just thinking about it now, and this might make more sense, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to have this go down, but let's set the CC. This will be what's off. And so my hope is that I'll be able to make it alternate between off and different modules, like off and drive or off and sweeten. I don't need it to be going between the different ones. If I wanted to do that, I guess I could just simply change the shape, and then we're doing that. But that's not what I'm trying to set up. See an octifier? Oh, oops. Oh, that's because I had the bar menu open. Oh, man. I swear, I'm such a noob at this. I mean, everybody is, right? So what I'm going to do is that this is set up so that the character is routed into the movement, and I'm going to change that because I think that that is just dramatically affecting the sound of this. So what I think I'm going to do is I wonder what would happen if I put this last and made it a little bit less dramatic. So I'm going to enter my preset settings. Oh, so it already wasn't in the order that I thought. Well, what happens if we put it in the right order then? I mean the default order, not the right order. Jeez. Talking like some kind of fascist over here. Let's start messing with the tape a bit. So we can, even though you can't select the input directly from the tape track, I'm just going to make it so the drums aren't included here. You can't select the incoming audio directly from the tape track, but if you go to the incoming audio track, we've got, this should be sending, you could hold down shift on this and send it to the tape track. That's a great question. Well, so first of all, hey, we SPO 404. Sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but good to see you. And also, I assume Tyrion. I don't know if the live stream sound's cutting out, but that'd be good to know. Ooh, I could also see it being the case where, with how this is going, I wonder if it's hitting a compressor somewhere down the line. Oh man, because honestly, this stuff is kind of hilarious. Just to make it so that the mic is definitely separate, I have like all this stuff going into the K-Mix, and then that's going into Reaper, and then that's sending into OBS, and then that's sending to YouTube. Anyway, whatever. Nobody cares. I don't even care about that. Let's go. Oh, what am I thinking? It's because I was literally expecting the drums to be a part of it when I just took them out of the mix. What am I doing, man? Come on. Here we go. What if we make every other snare hit send out here? I don't know why I would do that, but that's just like a go-to curiosity of mine. It's like, oh, what if I did that? I don't know. But let's have it happen every second time? Every fourth time. Let's add a bass line at least. Some of these are so loud though. That totally ruins the mood. I love it anyway. Gonna turn the amount down on that 'cause it's starting to annoy me. need to remember what I even played. So I assume... Oh, wait, but then what's on that second page there? Oh, it took me back to the start when I held interesting. Okay, I didn't know it did that. Okay, so... so that is a D. Alright, let's give this a try. Did they fix the MIDI CC program change automation bugs in this new update? Kind of. We can see that the CC is going right there, at least through the LFO, but let me mess with the automation. We'll see about that too. So let's... well, yeah, first of all, let's go ahead and see what happens if I've had no issues with the CC automation personally, so maybe I'm not the one to answer that one in particular. But let's play with... Well, let's do this with the LFO, see what happens here. It's probably going to be awful. It should be receiving clock, but I don't think I'm using anything that's clock synced. But let's turn on some collage diffusion, which should be clock synced, and we'll be able to hear quickly. Yeah, that sounds pretty tempo synced to me. You do have to change the Chroma Console to make sure that it's receiving clock from either auto or whatever specific source you're sending it. But yeah, I've got XY sending clock out to so it calls it hologram. So yeah, I've got it sending clock and all that stuff. It's receiving notes. Oh my god, what could that mean? I don't know. This is the stuff that gets edited out of the actual videos. Okay, so at least it does seem like it's maybe messing with the, it is automating that at least, but I think it can also just automate these. In terms of automating program change, yeah. In terms of automating program change, I did at some point mention a bug to them that is kind of, well, I don't want to say hilarious, but it's sort of hilarious. So let's just copy this over because I don't want to mess this one up. But if I lock, well, actually, can you sequence program change? Let's see. Let's this one is, oh god, what did I save this as? 61, I think. Yeah, let's just overwrite it. So 61. And so what I'll do is let's load up 61. Yeah, that was the issue, is that you can't decrease it. There's no way of decreasing it once you increase it. And check this out. If you use the bank, it only goes up. So if I turn it down, nothing happens. If I turn it up, or oh, hey, this is a lucky day. It's not going up also when I'm turning it the other way. So kind of funny. Kind of annoying. But joke's on them because they're going to hear me complain about it all the time until it gets fixed. So sorry, Teenage Engineering. It does seem like it is changing the program with the automated steps, but yeah, like that doesn't help a ton if it's that doesn't mean much if it's if you have to like nail it as you're moving the knob, right? Because then if I so much as go to this step and go, oh, like, you know, accidentally raise it by one, then I'm screwed. Remind me why we don't all just use Reaper? I don't know, man. I'm just kidding. Let me delete this. So what if instead of controlling the character, let's make it control the diffusion. That sounds way cooler. So let's change it so that instead of going to 16, we're going to what, 17, 18, I think it is? And then, yeah, there we go. Come on, guys, you can turn back on. That's fine. You don't have to be afraid. That seems bad. Is that related to the LFO? Probably. No. What happened there? Interesting. See, I think I'm good at a lot of this gear stuff just because my reaction to things that would be normally really infuriating is generally just to be really curious. Like, how can I do that again? What's happening? Oh yeah, we can even see the LFO shape there. That's kind of... Oh wait, no, that's on the Chroma consoles. My bad. That's not the LFO shape here. So let's have it so that this just every now and then, I guess, we're going to have it be the what am I looking for? The collage. I'm clearly getting fatigued from streaming, my bad. So let's go here, and yep, that's all the way at the top. I have to turn the brightness way, way down, even though it's so bright you can't see it. And that's why I have to like angle it and stuff, so I hope it didn't screw everything up there. But let's go ahead, and I think we might be able to... Let's see if we can find the right... Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. What did I do? Cool. Oh, I wonder if it's competing... You know, I was just being kind of dumb. So let's actually just copy this now. Paste it there. And I guess on this one, we'll just kind of like turn it to channel 1, which isn't assigned to anything. So yeah, I had competing LFOs, and I think that's what I was seeing here on the character, is I forgot that channel 7 was controlling character and was already sending a MIDI CC LFO out. Cool. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oh, we want it to be free? Yeah, let's make it free. That way makes way more sense. Why don't I hear much? Okay, so I think we've all learned a valuable lesson here, and that is that was bad. Oh, man. Yeah, I will happily answer that, actually. So, no, they didn't reach out after the reasons not to buy the XY video. I am already kind of like in contact with Tobias and stuff, and we've continued to exchange. Like, I give him like my notes on bugs and stuff like that. And so I don't think it harbored any like ill will. And most of my intent with that video is just that like I got kind of irked by how many people bought like an OPZ and were like, oh my gosh, this isn't, you know, a whole different instrument that is completely separate than an OPZ. And so I just wanted to go out and be like, yeah, if you're expecting this to be like something dramatically different than it is, then please don't buy it and spend all your time complaining about it. So that's that might seem like a really not skeptical, a really cynical take, but yeah, they didn't reach out. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm like doing them a favor because because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make it more clear who might want one of these, especially if I'm going to be like churning out videos and live streams on it. I don't want everybody to be like, oh, it does everything and it's so easy. It does do everything I need for the most part, but it's definitely not easy. You know, I think I'm just about ready to wrap this video up, but I will give the arranger mode a chance. And so this is still not my favorite, but let's start off and let's see. Gosh. Okay, so this first one, let's actually just try to do it this way by just muting some tracks. Okay, so let's go here and let's correct that immediately. Oh geez, okay. What if we also send this track a bit out? Oh, it already is. What if I turn it off? Okay, so then I guess this third one will be, well, maybe the second one shouldn't have that bass yet. So this first one is what? Oh, well, that's not that different. What if the first one is just that key line with that automation? But we got to make the automation like the actual right amount, right? Oh, then I got to eliminate the parameter locks. And let's get it so it's going down to where I want it to. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Oh, and I was also going to mute this one on that scene. So maybe this one is just... Oh, wait, this is when the bass comes in. So in that case, I may just copy and paste this, but maybe even... I might even, in this case, turn off that LFO. But that was clearly the wrong choice because it defaulted to... There we go. Now let's do one really weird one. Let's just, for this last one, let's just send everything we can here, and let's just make this diffusion thing pretty awesome. Let's just have the LFO controlling the amount, or pretty awesome, pretty intense. Let's have the LFO controlling the amount. Yeah, let's see how weird we can make this. I like the cassette effect too. Okay, so what I've got in mind here is let's just go over to the IO track thingy, or whatever you want to call that. We'll just make a new one. And I'm going to... Oh, man, this is still so difficult for me to navigate quickly. I'm going to go ahead and send everything out. And so actually we're only going to be hearing stuff all maxed out. What was that? I have no idea what just happened. That just the Chroma Console just blinked a bunch, and I'm not really sure what it was, but let's just trust it for the moment. What I'm thinking we'll do is we will take the tape track, and I'm going to make it so that it's not going to be taking any of these out of the mix, or maybe it will take them out of the mix, but maybe it'll still leave some of the dry signal. Let's try that. Oh, and I'll be deleting these. Cool, so let's delete all that stuff. Let's make this, let's make this pretty dense. Let's just play around. Let's do a bunch of arbitrary stuff. Going to change hold to being the full length, or length to being the full length, so that way it's going to hold each of these for a full step, or for a full 2 bars, I guess. And then, oh man, I went to the wrong one. And then I'm going to make oh, what was I thinking? We want to have these all be different, don't we? Oh, wait, what? No, even better. Let's put an LFO on... That's the third parameter? Oh, don't be dramatic. Come on. So that's the third parameter, and we'll put the LFO on that. Here we go. And we got 1, 2, 3. So let's see how this goes. And it should be pretty dramatic. Here's what I might do. I might have it take all of them out of the mix, but I'm only going to have it take the drums directly to the tape, other than the I/O. This is way too chaotic for my taste, but it's fun, I guess. Okay, that's, I think, about it for me today. Sorry to hear about the audio. I will definitely check that out afterward. It's always a weird kind of balancing game, but I appreciate you all telling me, first of all, when I start with no audio, and second of all, when the audio is cutting out. So thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out with me as I messed around with these. So see you next time.